All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go from Motegi, the championship contenders. Avery Walker and Adam Barker on the front row. Zach Bache, Roman Berg on the second row. Let's get going here at Motegi. Now, it is a small field, but it is worth noting Roman Berg is very close to Mike Marshall in points. However, even if Roman wins both races this morning, he just barely misses winning the amateur division championship this season. But as we mentioned, Adam Barker in the Hello Kitty Porsche just 1 point ahead of Avery Walker in the pink Porsche. I don't think there's actually a theme to that Porsche. It's got a lot of autographs on it, though. Everybody stacking up, coming through the final chicane onto the front straightaway. Avery on the pole, shoots early. They are away. Green flag is in the air for race one at Motegi. Now, all Avery has to do is keep Adam in his rearview mirror all morning long. And it looks like we may see two separate battles all morning long based on practice times. Avery and Adam fairly close in practice. Same with Roman and Zach back behind. Zach this morning in the Audi, Roman in the McLaren, and Adam and Avery both in the Porsches. Unless something catastrophic happens this morning, we will not actually know who our new champ is until the end of the second race, because the points in race one are about half of what they are for race two. Adam Barker would be looking at his 8th championship here this morning. Avery Walker looking for his first. And Avery doing exactly what he needs to do downhill, down the long straightaway. Just keeping Adam behind, but with only 4 cars in the field this morning, they will have a full field invert going into race 2. Definitely going to make for an interesting situation when we get to race 2, as Avery will have to come to the front. More importantly, he'll have to pass a very defensive Adam Barker in that second race. All the drivers were talking this morning about how easy it is to overdrive this track. Likely to see a bit of overdriving here this morning. Adam Barker staying within striking distance, about 1.1 seconds back. Zach about 2 1/4 seconds back. Has pulled a gap on Roman Berg for the moment. Roman, a new paint scheme on the McLaren this morning. Meanwhile, out front, Avery Walker just trying to put some distance between him and Barker. Avery definitely does not need to push the issue. As long as he puts some space between him and Barker, he can sit at a consistent pace, keep the car out of trouble, and pull off the win with some time to spare. Don't forget, this is the season finale. Anybody interested in joining NSS next season, we will be posting the information how to get in the league, where their Discord is. Hopefully we see some of you here next season. Definitely a rough morning with the time change in America, and a lot of our drivers based in Europe, looks like quite a few have missed out due to the time change. And none of Team Gunther is here this morning. That's very peculiar. Avery set the fastest lap so far last time by 150.30 and has opened up a 2-second lead on Barker. Zach Beige currently sitting in third, Roman Berg in fourth. Avery did practice for this event. However, Adam Barker has been racing at Spa most of the week. Apparently did a 6-hour event with Mike Dolling and Mike Marshall. Zach Beige back in third, continuing to pull away from Berg in fourth. Adam Barker about 2.25 seconds back. He has lost some more ground on Avery. Avery doing exactly what he needs to do this morning to pull off the championship, his first in NSS competition. Zach Beige in third appears to be picking the pace up just a little bit. Starting to see a little bit of that gap to Barker starting to close again. Avery, however, continues to check out front. Avery coming downhill down the long straightaway, and next time by, how about we take a ride on board with our leader around this 2.98 mile track, just shy of 3 miles here at Motegi. Out of the final turn, we hop on board with Avery Walker down the front straightaway, across the start-finish line, bringing it down into turns 1 and 2. There is actually a little bit of straight there, but it's so small the driver is turning all the way through, then down the straightaway again. Same thing into this left-hand turn. Never really straightening the wheel out, and back on the power onto the next straightaway. Into a downhill, very tight right-hand turn. Under the bridge, on the power, into the next right-hander as they start to work back uphill. Left-hander, then right-hander. Short shoot into the left-hander the rest of the way up the hill to the hairpin. Hard on the brakes as late as possible into the hairpin, staying tight on the apex, powers back out, And then under the sign, they begin to head downhill again. Braking as late as possible into the downhill right-hander, back underneath the bridge. And through into the final chicane he goes. And back across the start-finish line, Avery runs that lap 150.45 and continues to open up the gap on second place, Adam Barker. 4.5 seconds now from first to second. 4.4 seconds back to Zach Bache in third. Roman Berg in fourth, about 8.8 seconds back. Avery's lead continuing to grow here. Adam Barker did mention he was struggling at the track in practice. Halfway through race one, Avery has a 5.25 second lead on Barker. As they run right now, Avery would take the championship. However, 9 minutes left to go in race one, then on to race two. Avery just has to keep Adam in his mirror all morning long to pull off the championship. It is a bit of a surprise to see seven-time champ Adam Barker struggling here this morning. Adam 5.5 seconds back. Zach Bache just under 5 seconds back. He'll gain a little bit of ground on Adam. And then the next lap, he will end up losing it. Hey, good morning, Rebel Queen. Don't forget more racing to come tonight, folks. BRR Cup Series is back tonight at 7:30 Eastern, immediately followed by SMRX Series. BRR goes to the Yard of Bricks at Indy. Avery's lead still holding about 5.5 seconds. I'm doing pretty good, Rebel Queen. How are you doing this morning? Zach Bache on the last lap lost some ground again to Barker. Now 5.8 seconds back. He was gaining and staying under the 5-second mark. Looked like he might be beginning to chip away at the gap on second place Adam Barker, but that is not the case. Roman Berg back and forth. Roman, his first season in NSS competition, has been quite good. He comes in today 6th in points. And looks like he might pick up 5th in points, but more than likely, he's going to end up being 6th in points after today. A great first season for him. Yeah, our time changed overnight, Rebel Queen, and a little bit messed up, and we're missing a few drivers because of it. Actually, we're missing quite a few drivers. Looks like Avery has settled into a pace that is still quite a bit faster than Adam Barker, but Avery not pushing nearly as hard. And continues to pull away from second place Adam Barker. Roman Berg back and forth. Zach Bache in 5th. Continues to lose some ground to Adam at the moment. Yeah, bit of a whoops there is right. Roman Berg has had a problem back behind. The first issue we have seen all morning. There's Roman, looks like coming down into turn 3. And the back end just steps out through the sand. He does get it gathered up, leaves a little debris on track, but does get it going once again. Avery Walker just continuing to run away with it. Adam Barker in second, has no answer for Avery's speed this morning. Zach Bache in third now is a big gap after Roman's mistake a moment ago. Zach is pulled out to a 21-second lead in third. Avery's lead continuing to grow now, 7.3 seconds. Zach Bache had a little bit of an off track a moment ago. Looks like coming through turn 3. Likely the same thing we saw out of Roman. Let's take a quick look. There's Zach heading toward the third turn. Just pushes it a little too hard. Little bit of a four-wheel drift out into the dirt. Gathers it up, keeps it going. No harm, no foul. And likely to see Avery pick up the white flag this time as he comes through the final sector of the track, through that final chicane. Let's see what Barney has in his hand. Didn't actually see Barney. Watch as Adam comes through this time. Barney is waving the white flag one more time around for Avery on his march to get his first NSS championship, and Roman has had a problem. There's Roman Berg once again in the McLaren. Back in on the brakes, just steps out. Tries to get the car out of the sand and recover. A little bit slow going, but he does get it back out and pointed the right way. Avery with the 8.5 second lead as he comes through the hairpin to head down the hill one last time. Adam Barker has no speed here whatsoever to counter what Avery has this morning. The 7-time champ just doesn't have anything for Avery. Zach Bache back in third. Roman Berg after problems currently in fourth. And here he comes down the front straightaway. Avery Walker will win race 1 at Motegi and sets himself up for the championship in race 2. Adam Barker coming home in second. Zach Bache in third. Let's talk to our top 3. Zach, a fairly quiet race this morning.
Yeah, we only got 4 cars out here at Motegi, but Adam and Avery just kind of walked away from me on that one.
Well, you still managed to keep it clean. Only one off track, really, and man, you had a bunch of speed out there as well. Looked like at times you were starting to reel Adam back in, just not enough.
Yeah, I think if I would have had maybe another day or two. I did just buy this track like 2 days ago, so I didn't really have much practice here. But I think maybe if I would have had another day or two of practice, because I'm starting to get a little bit faster, so maybe in the main race I maybe have a shot at maybe getting Adam or maybe even getting the win. You never know.
Well, good luck, buddy. Great job.
All right, thanks there, Doug.
Adam Barker coming home in second. Adam, you just had nothing for him.
No, Avery's just super quick around here. I've not had a lot of time this week just to get some practice down. He's just flying away with it here. See what we can do. I'm obviously going to start ahead of him in this one, so maybe we can keep him behind him for at least a couple of laps. See what we can do. Maybe mix it up with the strategy. See if we can do maybe a shorter stint to start with. Get ahead of him through the pit stops, but we'll have to see what's going on.
Well, it's definitely going to be an interesting one playing the strategy, and with 4 of you out here, it does make things a little bit easier. You have a lot of clean air today.
Yeah, we have a lot of clean air, but also we have got a lot of fast guys that aren't here either. So sometimes they can get in the way in a good way, get in between us, give us a bit of something to race with. But if we're just hot lapping around here, I don't think I've got much of an answer for Avery here.
Well, congratulations on the finish and good luck in race 2.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And finally, our winner, Avery Walker. Avery, you're halfway there, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. It is the second race that really matters, though. I think there's been a lot of races this season where I've won the first and then Adam wins the second, or at least finishes ahead of me. So if he does that, he will beat me because of how the points are. So not over till it's over. Still got to beat him.
I know you had to be watching the mirror closely in race 1. Now you got to get past him. Do you think you can get past him easy, or is he going to pull a Mike Dalling here and drive defensively?
I think he's well within his right to be very defensive. I mean, that's what I would do. So I don't think he's going to give it up easy, and I don't think he's going to be easy to pass.
Well, definitely not, but man, you had so much more speed than everybody else, even starting back in the back. I have a feeling you'll be back up front before long.
Yeah, we'll see. Small field, so I really get to focus on just Adam. But yeah, again, not over till it's over, so let's see what happens.
All right, buddy, good luck.
Thanks.
Avery Walker gets the win in race 1. Now sets his sights on race 2 as a couple of drivers out on track. Hey, thanks, Queen. Some of the drivers out on track getting those last few laps of practice in. As always, if you have a favorite driver in the field, don't forget to drop in the comments. Let us know who you're cheering for. Just a few seconds left to go in warm-up, then the championship deciding race. I think this is the first time in quite a while that the championship has come down to the final race. It's definitely going to be an interesting one as we go into race 2. Buckle up, it's going to get interesting. Warm-up is over. Let's get ready to go racing at Motegi. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the lineup for race 2 after the invert has Roman Berg and Zach Beige. On the front row, Adam Barker and Avery Walker have the second row. And those two pink cars at the back battling for the championship. After race 1, Avery Walker has a 2-point lead. Pace car is in. Roman in control. He fires immediately. He's checking out. Green flag is in the air, but that did not work. Zach already to the inside. Now Adam to the inside on Zach as they come into turn 2. Roman goes way wide. I'm sorry, it was Zach that went off. Now Avery tries to set up but can't. Roman got to start out front and controlled the start. He is taking advantage of it. Somehow Zach still holds on to second. Avery keeps peeking on Adam. And Avery may take it here. He's got the nose in. Adam able to power through the right-hander, though. Avery looks down to the right side into the left-hander. Everybody battling back behind. Roman Berg has been able to lead so far. Through the hairpin, down the hill. Everybody single file. Will Avery make his move at the bottom? Looks like he might. He's got to run. Adam able to power out of the turn, though. Meanwhile, Zach Beige gets out ahead. And Zach will lead lap 1 here in Motegi. Roman still sitting in second. Adam holds third for the moment. Close call coming out of turn 2. Adam now into second. Avery still holds fourth. Roman in between. Avery on the attack, trying to get back on the podium. He may take it. Avery now to third. Barker in second, closing in on Zach. Zach did say he was getting a better feel for the track late in that race, that first race. Has he found some speed here? Can he keep him in his mirror? Avery closing back up on Adam. And it looks like this championship battle, because of that first race, Avery winning it, is going to come down to which one of these two drivers crosses the finish line first. It is that close in the points. Whoever comes across the line first, regardless of what position, it's going to be a tight battle, but we saw how much faster Avery was in race 1. He was able to check out. If he gets past Barker, it may be all over. Adam, though, already thinking about strategy, undercut, maybe overcut, doing something, anything to give himself an advantage this morning. And while they are battling, Zach Beige set the fastest lap of race 2. And folks, if you haven't yet, make sure you're following on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and the YouTube. Here we go. Coming down the hill, Avery back to the inside again. Adam powers out, but it looks like Avery able to stay with him this time. Into the final chicane. Oh, Adam's around. Did that just decide the championship? There was no contact between them. Let's take another look at what could be the deciding moment of the championship. Look down from the blimp. They were inches apart. See if we can get a better look here. No contact. It looks like either Netcode or Adam just lost the back end. There was no contact between the two drivers, and that may very well be the moment that decides the championship. Meanwhile, up front, Zach Bache just set the fastest lap. Zach definitely found some more speed during race 1. He now has a 2.7 second lead on second place. Avery Walker, Barker in third, about 5 seconds behind Avery. Roman in fourth, about 4 seconds behind Adam, but he is gaining. Roman found some more speed during race 1 as well. And Avery just set the fastest lap, blowing Zach's lap out of the water. Beat him by over 0.7 of a second as he closes in on the leader. Zach now just 1.7 seconds ahead. Definitely looking at a historical morning here this morning. If Zach can keep his pace up, though, and pull off the win, it'd be a big morning for him. His first ever NSS win. And Avery headed toward his first ever NSS championship. He has pulled a gap on Barker, now 6 seconds. Roman Berg was closing in a few moments ago. He is now dropped back to 6.5 seconds behind. A lot can still happen out on track. And remember, they still have to make a pit stop for fuel. And the gap for Avery continues to shrink as he closes in on Zach Bache. Zach has led every lap so far, taking the lead early on. Unfortunately for Zach, Avery getting closer and closer every lap. Avery has caught up to Zach. He's got his slipstream as they go down the hill. Zach still out front for the moment, but Avery has come from 2.5 seconds back to catch him. They both continue to pull away from third place, Adam Barker. Barker came into this morning hoping for an 8th championship. Something drastic is going to have to happen to make that happen here. Avery just set the fastest lap, beating his own previous lap time by 1/10 of a second. Avery definitely has that Porsche dialed in this morning. Adam Barker back in third, now 8.25 seconds back. Roman Berg in fourth. If Avery finds an opportunity to get past Zach, he can check out like we saw in race. Oh, a little bit of contact. Avery had to back off. A little bit of bumping at the bottom of the hill. Zach manages to hold on to it. Avery backs it off for a moment. Avery keeps peeking out like he's going to make a move. Zach keeping the door shut. Oh, he may get it this time. Avery looks. Zach may have overdrove the turn. Avery's got to run. Up the hill, Avery to the inside. Zach not lifting. Avery gets the nose ahead for the moment. Zach fights back. Into the tight left-hander, but this will give Avery the advantage in the hairpin. If Avery can keep the nose inside, he can't. Zach able to pull back ahead for the moment. Avery's going to try it again as they come down the hill. Can't get it this time. Avery definitely pushing Zach to the limit. Trying to force Zach to make a mistake and make it easy for him. Zach Bache definitely not giving up the fight easy here this morning. Adam Barker back in third, about 7.4 seconds back, but as these two battle, he's beginning to inch closer. Last time by, Adam was faster than both of the top two. Back up the hill toward the hairpin. Avery doesn't make a move this time. Looked like Avery was trying to set up the undercut through there, but just couldn't get it. Oh! Zach got a little too much of the rumble strip, almost lost the back end, but holds on to her. Back behind, Adam continues to inch closer and closer. Adam gaining 1/10 of a second or so every lap, back in third. The moment these two go side by side, it'll be even more, as here we go. Avery Peets can't get there. Adam back in third, Roman in fourth, no changes. It's all down to the top two, as Avery may get it here. We saw the back and forth last time they did it up through here, side by side. Avery was unable to clear, but it looks like he is gonna clear this time. Avery Walker to the lead, Zach Beige to second place. Zach had led every lap up until that moment. Not bad for only having the track since this morning. Quite a run and quite a fight out of Zach today. Zach in second, though, still trying to stay in touch with Avery. Avery doing everything he can now that he has clean air to get going. Remember, as they run right now, Avery would win the championship, but it does appear Adam Barker has found some speed. He set his fastest lap last time by, and he is gaining quickly on Zach and Avery. Does he have enough time and enough speed to get there, though, is the question. He's currently about 6.4 seconds back in third. Zach is not letting Avery get very far away, staying right in his tire tracks. And the lights have come on the cars. The track temperature very cool this morning, 66 degrees. Giving them a lot of grip out on track. It is overcast, but we did not see any rain. And I don't see any rain on the windshields at the moment. Avery's lead opens up to 1.25 seconds. Adam Barker losing ground to Zach now. He's almost 7 seconds back. Some parts of this track, though, Zach has been the faster of the two leaders. Can he close back up on Avery and really make him earn it today? Avery is starting to pull away the gap now, 1.9 seconds over Zach. Everybody is within their pit window. Barker said he might try some strategy to get himself out front. They can all pit and go the distance on fuel from here. It's now a question of who pits first and when. And with Avery pulling away even faster now out front, does any pit strategy by Adam Barker get him back up in the fight? Zach Bache on track for his best finish of the season. Weirdly, I'm not seeing any data on Zach at the moment. Taking another look through our info here. Okay, here we go. Zach missed the first, looks like 7 races of the season. Joined in at Road Atlanta. Has had some great runs so far, but this would be the best finish of the season for him. Avery Walker out front just set the fastest lap so far, 150.45 in the lead now, 3.5 seconds. Adam Barker, the other championship contender, 10 seconds back. I don't know that any strategy Adam can pull at this point is going to get him close enough to Avery to do anything about the win this morning. Avery continuing to pull away from Zach. His lead now almost 4 seconds. And we're likely to see pit stops anytime. Could see a couple of them in now. Avery is going to stay out. Zach is going to stay out. What will Barker do? Barker's going to continue to stretch it as well. Roman has definitely had a great season. Going to come in 6th in points, 2nd in the amateur division. Roman has definitely made his name known since he joined NSS. Definitely one to watch in the coming weeks. Now they will be off next Sunday morning, but we will be back with the new season 2 weeks from today. We will have recruitment data. If you're interested, make sure you're following on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Avery's lead just continuing to grow, now almost 4.7 seconds. He has checked out from Zach. You got to hand it to Zach. He hung with him. Zach led the first 10 laps of the race, hung with Avery for a couple laps after that. Adam Barker back in 3rd, almost 7 seconds behind Zach, but he is closing in just a little bit. But nobody out here this morning has an answer to Avery's speed. Roman Berg will be the first one onto pit road. Definitely one of those pit roads you have to be careful on entry. He makes it up and gets to pit road. Hey, good morning, Death Shadow Dog. Hey, Quack. Headed down the hill, will we see pit stops this time? Hope everybody is having a great day out there today. We're doing great. Always great when we have some great racing on. Don't forget more racing tonight as Zach Bache is giving up 2nd. He is on pit road. Adam Barker stays out. Will take 2nd for the moment. More racing to come tonight. 7:30 Eastern BRR Cup Series. They go to the Brickyard, Indianapolis. SMR X Series is up immediately after that, and I am sure we're going to see another great race out of them tonight. Plus, don't forget, tomorrow afternoon, the Unicorn will be a truckin'. Avery's lead now 12.7 seconds over Barker. This pit stop could be the defining moment That incident Adam had early in the race was a huge setback in his championship hopes. Shadow Dog, how are you doing this morning, buddy? Avery has just been untouchable all morning long. He is going to continue to stay out here. Will Barker bring his point? No, he does not. Avery's lead now 13 seconds. You can tell the time change definitely messed some folks up this morning. Zero members of Team Gunther here is just odd. Worth noting, the amateur division, Mike Marshall will win that championship despite not being here. And at the moment, it looks like Avery Walker is headed toward his first NSS championship. He just has to make this pit stop without an issue and maintain his pace for the rest of the race. Quack, my day's going good, buddy. How are you? The leader is on pit road. Avery Walker brings it in for his stop. Will Barker come in? And here comes Adam Barker for his stop. Looks like fuel only for Avery Walker. Will Barker take tires and try and catch up? Barker is up for tires as Avery rolls away. Zach back in third, may reclaim second here in a moment. Barker comes out in second, but it is close. Avery, meanwhile, out front by 12.5 seconds over Barker. Zach right on Barker's bumper. Remember, Zach has been the faster of the two all morning long, and Roman has had a problem back behind. There's Roman Berg. Let's see. Looks like coming through the hairpin, just a little too much brake. The back end steps out, he straightens her out, gets her going again. Wow, thank you, Death Shadow. We appreciate the sub, the gifted subs. Across the start-finish line, 14 minutes left to go. Avery now with a 13-second lead. Thank you very much, Death Shadow. We really appreciate it. Zach Beige, currently sitting in third, is still right there on Adam's bumper. Zach finished third in race 1. If he can pull off a podium here at all, it'll be his best finish of the season, but and if he can get to second, that would be the highlight of his season. Definitely looking forward to seeing what he can do coming into the new season starting in 2 weeks. Avery back across the start-finish line. Just 5. Roman Burgess had another problem. Into the left-hander, just loses the back end. I believe that was turn 3. Gets it off in the grass, quickly recovers it, but loses even more ground and then goes wide out of turn 4. Rough morning for Roman. Late in the race, some of the drivers just getting a smidge worn out. And you can start to see the race taking its toll on them. Plus the sun going down, the lights coming on, the drivers have to adjust. A lot of different factors come into play in a situation like this. Track temperature and air temperature still holding about 66 degrees and no rain as of yet. Avery's lead almost 15 seconds over Barker, but Zach is still right there on Barker's bumper, trying to force him to make a mistake. Adam is not known for making a lot of them, but Zach is staying within striking distance just in case. And Avery Walker out for a Sunday cruise that's going to lead to his first ever NSS championship in just under 10 minutes. He's just got to keep it on track from here. Adam in second, Zach in third, Roman in fourth. Adam was coming into this morning hoping to get his 8th NSS championship. That is very unlikely at this point. Adam has been the dominant driver for a couple of years now, but Avery looks to upset him here this morning. Avery has consistently dominated the early races. Oftentimes, though, race 2 in the morning, Adam pulled off the win, causing him some setbacks, but Avery pulled off the sweep at Long Beach and Daytona, helping get him up there early on. He missed Zolder and missed DeJeres, but fought back in every race since then. Adam has started to pull away from third place Zach Beisch, now 2.6 seconds ahead. Meanwhile, Avery's lead continues to grow, now 15.9 seconds. As the sun is really starting to set here at Motegi. You can see the change in the view for the driver. Still got some daylight out there, but with the cloud cover, the lights are starting to come on all around the track. The headlights really coming into play now. And Avery has not let up on his pace. He is consistently turning 150.8 second laps. The rest of the field 151.6 or slower. Adam still sitting in second. Zach in third. Zach gains a little, loses a little on Barker. Meanwhile, out front, Avery continues to check out. Back across the start-finish line, 5 minutes left to go. They are likely to see the white flag next time by. Adam has pulled a little bit more away from Zach. The gap now 3 seconds. Roman still in the fight back and forth. It has been a rough morning for Roman Berg, but man, the improvement we have seen all season long is going to be tough to beat next season. Back through the hairpin. There you go, Quack. I realized I hadn't quacked for you all morning. Avery still pushing the Porsche to the limit. Still setting the fastest laps. He could ease up if he wanted to. No white flag. We will see the white flag next time. Avery's lead now almost 18 seconds over Barker. Adam has pulled away from third place Zach Bache, now 3 1/4 seconds. Avery has been on a tear all season long. Had Avery not missed Zolder and DeGeres, he likely would have been leading the points coming into this morning. As it was, he came in 1 point behind. He picked up that point and a couple more in race 1. Back down the hill, we are expecting white flag this time. Out of the final chicane, down the front straightaway, looking for Barney. And there's Barney waving the white flag. One more lap. Avery Walker will win the race and the championship here this morning. Just has to keep it on the track one more time. Adam Barker now almost 19 seconds behind. Zach Bache in third, 4 1/4 seconds back. Roman Berg back in fourth. And what a dominant performance by Avery Walker this morning. About half a lap, 2 miles left to go. Out of the hairpin one last time for Avery Walker. He actually has Roman Berg just ahead, but will not be a factor in the finish. Hey, thank you, Rebel Queen, for the bits. And here he comes, Avery Walker into the final chicane. He swept at Laguna, or he swept at Long Beach, he swept at Daytona, he sweeps this morning and gets his first ever NSS championship. Avery Walker wins at Motegi. Adam Barker coming home in second. Zach Bache finishes third. And let's talk to our top three. Zach, 2 podiums, and you gave him one heck of a run at the start.
Yeah, I got lucky with Roman. He ended up stopping he ended up stopping Avery and Adam for a little bit, and then I kind of pulled away, and then obviously Avery caught me. I was trying to hold off Avery as hard as I can, but unfortunately I made a mistake, and he got past me. Then tried holding off Adam. I ended up freaking messing up my pit stop, and Adam ended up getting in front of me, and by the time after pit stops, I didn't get no tires, so my tires were already used up, and I just had really no pace after that.
Still, it was quite a fight all morning. A great finish. Congratulations, man.
Thank you there, Doug. Appreciate it, man.
Adam Barker comes home in second. Adam, a second place finish, and you've got 7 championships already, so it was time to share.
Yeah, Avery's just too quick today. No real answer for that. Got a little bit spicy in the middle of it, but I think he was getting the place anyway eventually. So it was a good race. Shame there wasn't that many people on track, but me and Zach managed to duke it out a little bit at the end. Managed to get a bit of an overcut on him, saved a little bit of fuel, saved a bit of tires, and then could just pull away towards the end.
Well, man, it was one heck of a run, one heck of a season. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And our winner and new champion, Avery, you are the champ, and you did it in dominant fashion with the sweep and a big sweep this morning.
Yeah, thank you. It feels very good to beat Adam. Shame that there was contact. I'm very curious to watch the replay. Apologize to Adam in case that was my fault, but he doesn't seem too upset about it. So I'll take it.
We looked at it pretty closely. I don't think there was actually contact. Looked like maybe some net code, but man.
Okay.
Still, you had multiple sweeps this season and a big sweep this morning to get to the victory lane and the championship, man. You definitely earned this one. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Really happy. Woohoo!
Avery Walker gets the win and the championship, folks. We will see you tonight at 7:30 Eastern. BRR Cup Series, SMRX Series. A lot of great racing to come this week. We will see you then. Thank you so much, Rebel Queen, for the bits. Thank you, Death Shadow, for the subs. And hope everybody has a great day. We'll see you tonight.